guys, it's Danny from Danny the Horse Girl, and here's what I did this week. Right away this morning, I got my calves grain set up and grained them, and then I cleaned up the barn, and then I got the steers in and worked their hair, and then I worked Vegas's hair, and then I put Vegas in a stall, and I worked Rip's hair, and then I put them both in a stall, cleaned up the barn, and cleaned up their stalls, and then I went in for a little bit, then I went back out, I got the calves grain set up, grained them, and I locked up my goats and called it a night. Right away this morning, I got my calves grain set up and grained them, and then I got them water, and then I went home for a little bit, and then I went back out to the barn. I worked Vegas's hair and rinsed her legs, and then there was her all finished, and then I put her in a stall, and then I worked Rip's hair, and then I drained the hose, and I let them back out, and then I locked up my goats, and we checked on the chickens, and then we went out and checked on the horses, got the calves grain set up and grained them, and then we worked the steers' hairs, and then we let them out and called it a night. Right away this morning, I got the calves grain set up and grained them, and then they were all playing cute, and then I let my goats out, and then I got them in, and we were able to fully wash the steers today, but then the fuse popped in the barn, so we had to blow in the other barn, and then we weighed the calves and let them play, and then we took them for a walk, and we got the heifers in and worked their hair, rinsed them, and then there was her all finished, and then we put wood chips in their stalls, and then we checked on the chickens, got the minis water, and called it a night. Right away this morning, we got the calves grain set up and grained them, and then we got the steers in, and I worked their hair, and there was Rip, and then we took them for a walk and let them out, and then later in the day, I locked my goats up, then we got the calves grain set up and got them in and eating, and then I grained the horses, and there was Blair, and then we grained the minis, and then we put some more shavings in their stalls, and then we worked the heifer's hair, took them for a walk, and then we let them out and called it a night. Right away this morning, I got my goats in and grained the cattle, and then I gave my goat some hay and walked Vegas and worked her hair, and then there was her all finished, and then I let her out, and then I went over to the other barn, and one of our minis was coliking, so I went and got some meds for her, and then I closed the gate because my mom put out some hay for the horses, and then I gave the cattle in and eating, and we got them water, drained the hose, took them for a walk, let them out, and called it a night. Right away this morning, I got the calves grain ready and grained them, and then there was Chuck. Then I got the goats water, and we went into town for a little bit to pick up some stuff, and then I got the calves in and eating. I worked Vegas's hair and took her for a walk. Then I walked Rebel, and I worked Rip's hair, and then I let everyone out, cleaned up stalls. I went home and ate dinner, worked on my barn Bible, and called it a night. Right away this morning, I threw down a bale for goats for my hay, and then I got their feeders full and let them out, and then I grained the cattle and the minis. I got them hay, and then I got Rip in, and I worked his hair, and I got them water, and then I walked him and let him out, and then I went out and worked with my ewe, Annie, for a little bit, and then I got Vegas in, and I worked her hair, and there was her all finished, and then I took her for a walk and let the calves out, and then we cleaned up our area, and then I went in for a little bit, went out and checked on the horses, and then I checked on the chickens and got the minis some water, and then we grained the cattle, and there was Vegas, who's been slow, and then we got the horses water. I worked on my barn Bible and called it a night. If you want to follow along on these daily, make sure you check out my TikTok at Danny's Days. I will be posting a recap of every week here on YouTube, so make sure you stay tuned. So guys, that's my video for today. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Check out my Instagram at Danny the Horse Girl and my TikTok at .DannyTheHorseGirl. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye!